Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a delicious mangoneada. To create this delicious drink, we are going to need a couple of items. We are going to need some sugar, some chili powder called Tajin, some tamarind candy, some mangoes, and some chamoy, as well as some lime juice. We are going to start off by peeling your mango. And I like to use this potato peeler to peel the mango, but my mango was a little too mature, so it was a little difficult to peel it with the potato peeler as opposed to a knife. But I kept using this because I kind of get scared to use a knife, so that's the way I peeled it. So peel it any way you're comfortable with peeling the mango. Once you have your mango all peeled, we will begin to start slicing the mango, and just slice it anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get the pieces off the mango. And I will be putting the mango into a separate bowl because I like to work on the mango part separately, and then I will work on the ice part separately again. So just keep slicing up that mango. So once we are done with the mango part, we are going to move on to getting 4 cups of ice, and I'm going to add about 2 to 3 cups of that ice into my blender. My blender has a difficult time blending so much ice at once, so I add it in a little bit at a time. I'm then going to use the ice crush setting on my blender and blend away. I'm then going to stick a spoon and kind of move the pieces around because they were getting stuck in the blender. Now I'm going to take some of the ice out because I was having a hard time blending so much ice. So I'm going to put some of that ice into a bowl. I am now going to add a little bit of ice back into my blender, so that way I am able to make sure my 4 cups of ice are blended perfectly. You want to make sure that your ice has a good consistency. I am going to give the consistency of a snow cone or some snow. It almost looks like snow, so it's very finely crushed. As I said before, you're gonna get like this finely milled ice, which I love it. It looks like once you mix everything, it looks like a Slurpee. So I am pouring that back into a bowl, and I'm going to put that off to the side so I can work on my mango now. So I'm going to add our mango into the blender. Next, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lime juice. You could also use some lemon juice if you prefer. I'm then going to take about 4 tablespoons of sugar, and you could also use diet sugar if you prefer. If you are concerned of your sugar intake, make sure you use the amount of sugar that you are comfortable with. So just to add that into your blender. I'm then going to add some chili powder. This is the Pico de Gallo, and I'm adding a dash of this powder. And that's what it should look like. As you can see, there's not much chili powder in there. Next, I'm going to get 2 ounces of water, but I'm only going to be pouring 1 ounce of water into our blender. I really want this to be thick and concentrated, so that's why I'm only using a little bit of water. I am then going to use the puree setting on my blender to keep the consistency of this mango juice as thick as possible. That way it can be nice and thick and rich, almost like a puree. As you can see, it's nice and thick and rich. Now I am going to start adding our ice into the blender, I'm going to add a little bit at a time since I was having a difficult time with this blender, so that way everything is blended perfectly. So just add a little bit of ice at a time if you have a difficult blender. I know if you have a blend tech, that blender blends everything perfectly, but unfortunately this was not a blend tech, so that's why I had such a hard time. But next I'm adding more ice, and just keep adding the ice as you keep blending it. I am also using the ice crush setting on the blender. I am now going to take some chamoy, which is made from fruit and spices, and I'm going to pour that into my cup and line the bottom of my cup and the sides of the cup, and I'm just going to kind of twist the cup around and make sure I get the bottom of the entire cup layered with the chamoy sauce. Now I'm going to take my Tajin, which is some chili powder, and sprinkle that to the bottom of my cup. Now I'm going to add our Mangoneada into our cup. I am then going to use this tamarind candy called Taruguines, and it's a spicy Amer and tamarind covered straw. This will serve as our straw for our drink. Then I'm going to use a spicy Serpentina made from Amer Pulp, and they look like this. I am going to be using this as a topping for the Mangoneada, and I'm going to cut it as finely as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be a topping, so don't worry about it. I'm now going to add that to the top of our drink. You could add as little or as much as you want. This is totally optional. It's just a topping, and I love the taste that it brings to the drink. I'm then going to add some chamoy to the top. For some reason I was out of frame, so it wasn't showing. And I'm also going to add some Tajin to the top also. And then I'm just going to give that a quick stir, and there you have it. You have now learned how to make your very own Mangoneada. This is a typical Mexican treat, and every time I go to Mexico I have one, and they're so delicious, and I am obsessed with them. They're perfect for the summertime to keep you nice and cool. Anyways guys, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and also stop by my Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!